Welcome to the Gratitude and Attitude Podcast, an organic and sometimes hilarious ongoing conversation between two soul sisters who have a lot of gratitude and sometimes a little bit of attitude. Welcome to Gratitude and Attitude, everybody. I'm Pri, and this is Nan.
Hello.
And we welcome you. I think we're on episode 12.
We are.
We've come a long way, baby.
Yeah, getting better and better each time.
Amen. Imagine how good we'll
We think
be.
we're getting better and better. They may not think it, but we are.
Imagine how much better we'll be on episode 13.
Oh, yeah. How about episode 100? We'll be like pros.
We're going to be old by episode 100,
Yeah.
which leads me to our topic. How'd you like that?
Was good.
The way I introed
Sliding
it.
into it.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Today, we're going to be talking about aging with gratitude and grace. And we're really excited to talk about this. This is a really important and meaningful subject. And I want to tell you, I had a conversation with my trainer this morning.
Oh.
And I asked him, he's 66 years old. And he looks like Iron Man. But his
Yeah, I
body,
met him.
his body looks like Iron Man. Not like he's not wearing a suit. It looks like he's wearing a muscle
Right,
suit.
like a real Iron Man.
Yeah, like really like that.
Not the movie Iron Man.
He is so
Yeah.
cut and fit, and he's got like white hair. I don't know how old he is. He hasn't aged in 5 years or 6
I thought you
years.
said he was 66.
He is 66, but I don't know. I look at him and I don't think about how old he is. Like
okay.
I
If you
couldn't
didn't know
I couldn't
him.
place it. As a matter of
Yes.
fact, I said, I don't know how old you are because we're talking about aging. And we talked about it, and it was interesting because he had a couple of points which I was like, what are your thoughts on aging? And he was like, he had immediately two, which is one was, don't be unrealistic
Very
with
true.
yourself as you're aging. But the other side of that was, don't sell yourself short either. So he's like, it's really a balance. He said, I see people come in here and they want to look like they did at 30 and
Yeah.
they're 70. He said, not going to happen, you
Right.
know? But I loved it. And he's really found a way. Oh, hey, everybody. Thatcher is guest starring in this episode today.
He's back.
He's back.
Sweet Thatcher.
Yeah, you lay down, buddy. And so he was talking about, about like how what we have to do is align ourselves with what our very best version of ourselves is, and then go for that.
Yeah.
So, and then he also said something interesting when I first met him. I was 49. I was about to turn 50. And I started working with him then. And I said, is it too late for me to be in like really much better physical condition? And he said, almost.
Oh.
He said, almost. He goes, if you start working at 45, you hold back, you hold at bay aging. You hold it at bay.
Really?
Yeah. Now, I think he said that depends on people's bodies, their physiques, did they have any early exercise? But it's really interesting. That's his business, and he's very sort of confident about how age affects us. So that was kind of an interesting story this morning.
Yeah, and he's talking more about the physical part of it.
Yes, he is. He is.
So he would definitely know.
Right. So you want to kind of just jump right in? Did you have like some like beginning thoughts on the subject?
Well, I think that growing, well, first of all, getting older is a privilege. We've talked about that it's very important to remember.
Yeah.
Some people just don't ever get that privilege.
Yeah.
So it sometimes, we think about, oh gosh, getting older, but it really is a privilege. So
love
we
it.
have to embrace that.
I love that phrase.
But I feel that growing old gracefully is different for everyone. So your grace would be different than mine.
Okay, let's talk about that. What does
Okay?
that mean?
So that means, let's just say, you can grow older gracefully naturally. That's how you would want to grow. I may be like, well, I would like a little tweaking here and there, but that's just me doing it gracefully, just very lightly.
Right.
So I
love
think that's the difference. It's each person has their own graceful way of getting older.
Yes.
I think what happens is, when I think of graceful, I think if I'm going to do something, if I'm going to tweak a little bit or do a little something, I want to look like a younger version of me.
Right.
I want to still look like me, but I just want to look a little younger. So if you look at me, this is what I'm saying for future. Because one day I will do something. But I want to be able to, like, someone will look at me and be like, oh, she looks refreshed, or she looks, a little younger. But you won't. I think when you do things in plastic surgery or too many fillers or stuff, and it starts changing who you look like,
Yes.
where you don't look like yourself, then I think it's different. And this is like for me, I think for me, growing older gracefully is going to be me tweaking a little bit here and there. That's for me. But staying where I still look like myself, but just a little refreshed, younger version of myself.
I'm going to tweak too.
You are?
Yeah, whatever.
You're going to wait for me to do it first. I know how you are. And then you'll do it. I know you.
That's 100% correct.
I know exactly what you're going to do. So that's what I mean by gracefully. Everybody has their own way of growing older gracefully.
Yes.
It's their own way. And I think you if you look in the mirror and you're not happy with yourself, there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with a little bit of this and a little bit of that. It's when it's too much of this and too much of that changes everything.
Weren't we talking about those stars? It was on like some news, like some like online channel where they had pictures of stars whose husbands left them because they looked so different.
Oh yeah, we were reading about that.
That was crazy.
They didn't look like the same person anymore.
And they didn't.
No, they changed completely.
And they didn't. They totally didn't look the same. And I felt bad for them. I'm like, all you have is one weird semi-botched job.
Yeah.
And then you're like layering on top of a botched job.
Trying to get it fixed or trying to,
Yeah, wasn't there a TV show called Botched?
Oh yeah, I love that show.
I never watched it.
Oh my gosh, I loved it. I love it. I don't even know if it's still on anymore. I think so. I don't know. But some of the things people do. But what I loved about the show is they wouldn't do anything
that didn't look natural.
Exactly. Like they were very particular about their patients and
yes.
who they were doing, and they weren't going to make you look ridiculous, and
yes.
People wanted this crazy stuff done, So but you're right. If you got to go to the right doctor also,
right?
But and some people, aging gracefully is doing nothing.
Yeah.
It's embracing who they are, where they are at that moment, and that's okay too. But I don't think we should ever damn anybody for wanting to do something to themselves.
100%. And for me, I look at those people who have all that plastic surgery, and yes, do I understand it? No. And I'll tell you why. The number one reason is because I can't take any amount of pain whatsoever. So for me, I look at them with admiration. I'm like, I can't believe how much pain they put themselves through. But I think more importantly, there's so much comparison done in the world today. It's so unfair. And people look and go, I want to look like her.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, honey, she's like 18 years old.
You can't.
You will never be able to look like her.
That's the part of being kind of realistic.
Yes.
But kind of still,
But not selling yourself short.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like
it's the same thing.
What my trainer said.
But it is true. I know for me, I will never look like I looked like when I was 30. It's not going to happen. You know what I mean?
I think you're the most beautiful I've ever seen you.
Oh, please.
I mean it.
You're so sweet.
I do.
I love you.
I'm not being sweet. I'm telling you the truth.
Thank you for saying that.
It's just an observation.
You're making me blush.
You're not blushing at all.
Well, I think we take care of ourselves. You're the same. You look amazing.
Thank
and it's
you.
like you take care of yourself, but you've had nothing done. I mean, zero, like nothing. I mean, to your face. I can't do Botox or anything like that because of my issues, but I could do a filler here and there, but I don't do much.
Yeah, you
I don't
really
do
don't.
anything. Really, I mean, a lot of lasers, for your skin.
So I don't do lasers. This is why we're kind of saying this in code because I can't take any pain. That includes like rough facials.
Yeah, she doesn't like it. I'm like, but your skin will look amazing. It'll look like a baby's butt.
So Nan gave me, what was that, like the diamond scrub something?
Oh, yeah. Was it the hydrofacial?
No, it had the word diamond in it because I remember I felt like diamonds were scratching my face off. And I said to her after it, I was like, thank you so much for the gift. Please don't ever give that to me again. It was so horrible. My face did look better.
Yeah, it's really, there's some amazing lasers, for your skin.
The lasers feel like someone's burning your face
Yeah,
off.
I've had some lasers.
Listen, for anyone who's contemplating lasers, if she can take the pain, you
Yeah,
can take the
yeah.
pain. I cannot take any pain.
So why are you sitting here saying if I do something, you'll eventually do it?
Well, it would be like more interventional if you did something interventional.
I'll have to knock her out completely.
Yeah. I have to be fully under for anyone to do anything to me, including like for tattoos. I can't take a tattoo.
know.
Too
Yeah.
bad. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I just think there's so many amazing things out there that are. Is it invasive? I always mess up on that. Non-invasive.
Non-invasive.
Yeah. So there's so many great things that you can do to keep your skin looking nice. But like I said, not everybody, it's not their jam, and it's fine. Everybody should, age the way they want to age.
Yeah.
And that's your priority. That's what you want to do. But I just feel like when it's too much, like I said, overly done, then it's like,
Well, it kind of like it flies in the face of why you were doing it to begin with.
yeah. Because you don't look younger, you just look different.
Yes.
Yeah. That makes
Correct.
sense, yeah.
And then it's like kind of stunning and surprising for people. And then
Yeah.
you're contending with their reaction. Let me ask you a question.
Uh-huh.
Why do you think aging is difficult for so many people?
Well, I have this quote here, and it kind of comes down to that. It says,
Before you say the quote, can we attribute it to somebody?
yes, to this
Okay.
question.
No.
This is,
Is it Google?
hold on.
Your best friend Google?
No, this is, I can't remember where I got this from. But it's just a little quote.
Yeah, okay.
It just says, though everyone wants to stay alive, but no one wants to look like they've lived.
Oh, that's brilliant.
So the question, repeat that again.
So why is it so hard for people to accept aging? Why is it so hard, especially for women, to accept aging?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I think that kind of relates to it a little bit,
Yeah, it's brilliant.
but we want to get older, but we don't want to look like we've lived all those years.
Yes.
And it's not all, like I said, not everyone, but I think society makes it harder for women to accept aging as easy,
Yeah.
because like you said, you can so much comparison,
Yes.
so many things, on TV and on social media,
Yeah.
and everything's about beauty.
Yeah.
But I do love that they started doing like a lot of, and they're not even, I can't stand when I don't even know, you may know, but what is the size that they consider being, what's the word for a woman? Like, is it over size 8? They're saying like you're in a different category. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it is. I'm going to Google it. They talk about, but I love how they're doing larger women, like things for larger women. Is what I'm trying to say.
Clothes
it's
and
like clothes, and they're
stuff.
out there advertising and workout clothes and stuff. And I think it's amazing.
And I love it when they offer different models, like
I love that.
so you can click on that same piece of clothing.
Yeah, but even the store now, they have a little bit larger women, and there's not even large. It can be
It's
like an
normal.
8. That's
It's
what I'm saying.
normal.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like the sizing is ridiculous. What they consider.
I like that too.
I love that they're
Yeah,
doing that because
I
then
like
it
that
becomes
too.
more acceptable. Okay, that's what normal women look like.
Well, I mean, how many times do you think somebody, and listen, I'm very little.
Yes.
But when I try stuff on, it doesn't matter. If something's not cut for you, it's not going to look
Right.
good on you.
Right.
And you're going to look like I can look like a marshmallow in some things, like just a perfect square. But how many times do you think that happens when they see something on a mannequin and say you're, like a 12 or a 14? That's a very average size in America today. It is.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
what is
average
the
sizing.
size?
The average size is like 12.
And
Look it up.
So, and what do they consider? I think it was what you. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'll keep going while
Yes,
you're
go ahead.
looking that up. So I think that when they try on clothes, it's like that doesn't look on me like it looks on the
Right.
mannequin. And that's because the mannequin is bizarro, skinny, and toothpicky and not nice.
No, you're right. So it's plus size is what I was trying to
Yeah.
think. So it could start like at a 12
Yeah.
or even a 10 as a plus size, I said. but
Yeah.
it averages 14. But come on, give me a break.
Well,
You know?
yeah, I totally agree.
It's ridiculous.
And you know, like, I think the most important thing, whether it's about age or size or shape, is for the person themselves. Like, say, I'm talking about me. It's the most important thing for me to feel beautiful, for me to feel like I've done the best I
Exactly.
could with what I had. And I think that women are spectacularly beautiful, no matter what size they are,
Agreed.
age. When they feel good about the way they're presenting themselves to the world, they're stunningly beautiful.
Yeah.
And I look at a woman, and I don't care if we were watching that really, like, you know, the older lady. What's her name?
She's hilarious.
It's the
She's like
name.
82 years old.
The name of the Instagram page is Granny Spills.
Yes,
Everybody,
it's amazing.
we are not getting any compensation from anybody to endorse Granny Spills. I just want you guys to know. But Granny Spills is so hilarious.
Yeah.
And she's a bombshell.
She is.
She's beautiful. 82.
Yeah, she's amazing. Just
She
hilarious.
dresses all pink, and she's so freaking funny. We fell off the sofa laughing.
I
We were
know.
laughing so hard. But that's what I'm talking about. Granny from Granny Spills. She's beautiful. She's a knockout. And I'm like,
At 82.
at 82, I'm like, hashtag goals.
Yes,
I want that.
exactly.
I want to be like her.
Yeah.
I want to feel beautiful, and I want to feel that confidence. And so I think when we're talking about what aging is for me, I was thinking to myself today, why do I not think about it a whole lot? I really don't think about aging. I won't lie to you. There have been a few of these podcasts where I'm like, do I look old? Do I look older
No,
than
you
I
don't.
But in my mind,
Yeah.
like, I'm like, why don't I think about it more? My mom never talked about aging. Also, my mom died at 56. So maybe it would have been different if she got to 66 or 76 or 86. But she was a stunningly beautiful
Yeah,
woman.
very beautiful lady.
Yeah. So, and she took good care of herself and all that other stuff, but she never talked about it. And I think that I did pattern after that a little bit. But aging is so much. For me, it's not even on the body or the face. It's about what's in my heart and what's in my mind. And one of the things I know I do is I feed myself with the word of God on a daily basis. And I feel like that's part of how I stay feeling, I feel ageless because the word of God is ageless.
Right.
You know?
Absolutely.
So that was kind of the one thing that I was like, okay, I really have
Yeah.
that to contribute because I don't think about it a lot. I probably should more.
No, you shouldn't.
Yeah.
Because, I think confidence in a woman, to me, is
Everything.
I'm like, you go, girl.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you can wear something. I'm like, let me high five her, Because
Yeah.
sometimes it's really inside.
Yeah.
You see yourself the way you see yourself. And if you feel like you look beautiful and you want to wear something or do something, then do it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I love that. I love confidence.
I do too.
To me, that's beautiful too,
I do too.
no matter what you look like.
Just still talking about aging, but also kind of riffing off that. How does a woman gain more confidence if she doesn't have a lot?
Oh, how does she gain more confidence? I think she just got to work on herself. I mean,
That's it.
she has to just work on herself.
Yeah.
She has to ask herself, what would make me feel better about myself?
Yes.
And then start from there.
Yes.
'Cause,
so good.
yeah.
And we podcasted a while ago on self-care.
Yeah.
And I think self-care is one of the ways that you do, but it's like really caring for your
Yes.
your spirit.
But you have to, another thing too, though, you have to stop comparing.
Huge.
Oh, gosh. Because comparing will tear that down.
Yes.
So I would say that too. Stop comparing yourself to someone else or just other people.
Yeah.
And you have to work what works for you. Do what works for you.
Yes.
So,
What do you think some of the things are that work for you
and
in dealing with aging? Or just see, because to me, like feeling like you're aging and then also feeling confidence, they're sort of entwined.
Yes.
Like they're beautifully
yeah,
involved
you have to have
with
some
each
confidence,
other.
especially as you get older. You have to have some. You're right to carry that. I
Yeah.
think. I think, so for me, it's just taking care of myself physically. And of course, mentally, we always talk about that. It's just trying to feel good. So for me, like getting like facials and doing things for myself, like taking care of myself that way is important for me. And then, I do therapy on it. I talk to Nancy about that all the time. And one thing that I've learned also is it's okay. Like it's okay. And learning how to hand the baton over to someone else.
Oh, that's so good.
So like in my family and stuff like that, because I have these beautiful nieces and, sometimes it's just like hand the baton over. It's their turn,
Yeah.
And, it's hard for me. Aging is not as easy for me, like mentally. Like I'm different than you. I struggle more with that. I do. I struggle more, but I have an amazing husband who's constantly like
he's so in love with you.
So that's so important. And I think that's another thing when you have somebody that you're with that really boosts you up all the time and tells you how amazing and beautiful and all these things. Yeah, it's not. We like to hear those things. Yeah, it's important.
It is important, and one of the things I would say is like, you're really lucky. I'm really lucky. My sweetheart like loves the way I look, and he's unafraid to compliment me. There are a lot of good men in the world that don't share that. I know. And all I can say to anyone who's with one of those good men who you know is a good man, but he's just not really verbal, you have to ask. Yeah. You have to say, you know what makes me feel super special is when you say I look beautiful. That lights me up. And they'll start doing it if you ask them, if they're a good man.
Because we'd like to hear that.
We do.
It's really important for us to hear kind and things, especially as women. Yeah. I mean, every woman likes to hear nice things.
And if your man doesn't say that, then like look for it from your best friends. Like tell them. I mean, when you have really good girlfriends, they're able to hold each other up. Really good best friends we lift can each other. Celebrate each other's beauty.
Yeah, like, girl, you look so good.
I know.
We do that to each other all the time.
Yeah, we do. We really do. We have plenty of confidence, but we shore each other up.
There's many times I don't have it. People may think that, but there's moments where you just, you don't feel confident. There are moments,
I love that you're able to admit that and so vulnerable. And I think most people would admit that. As a matter of fact, I went through something last week or 2 weeks ago. I was like in this weird, it must have been like menopausal. I don't know what was happening, but I looked at my sweetheart and I was like, do you think you'll always love me?
Oh, I didn't know you said that.
I did. And he went, who are you? Yeah, Where is my girlfriend?
You were vulnerable. You have moments.
I did.
So that's basically,
I did. What
I'm saying is that there's moments where you just, you don't feel, you can't feel great all the time about yourself. I mean, there's moments where you just feel... not that
a little
great.
bit off,
and then you have that person who makes you feel, good.
Yes.
And I say the same thing to my husband. He goes, you'll always be the most beautiful woman to me. It doesn't matter how old you are. I'm like, okay, when I'm old and gray. And I'm just...
You're never going gray.
I probably won't.
You really won't. Neither will I. That's okay. Gray is good. I actually have one of my, like ride or dies. Yeah, she's so beautiful.
Yeah, she is.
And she refuses to color her hair.
Well, good for her. That's confidence. That's what we're talking about, confidence.
Well, I looked at her one day and I was like, I feel like this weird, uncommon feeling of jealousy. Oh, yeah. Because her face is so young looking. And then she has this like white, silvery hair. People are dyeing their hair to look like her.
Do you remember that for a while? It was like a big thing.
The silver hair. Now it's just like fairy hair.
Yeah, I don't know.
Fairy, like sprinkly things.
What's
like
sprinkly?
People are doing like sprinkles of like a line of glittery hair.
What?
It's called fairy hair.
I
can't believe I know something about
especially
the
hair.
Beauty industry. Exactly. You guys look that up. You'll see I'm right.
Fairy
it's fairy
hair.
Fairy, 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 like Tinkerbell.
Yeah.
Hair. Yeah. Okay. Back to aging.
Okay.
All right. So. Was there a moment where you felt your relationship with aging change, like where you were like, "Oh, I'm aging," Was there a moment that you can remember?
I think honestly, it's when I got into my 50s.
Okay.
That's when I really started seeing.
I didn't know you were in your 50s.
No, I'm not.
I am.
I mean, I'm sure. Maybe I should rephrase that. When I'm almost in my 50s, I'll probably feel that way. No, I am in my 50s. But, probably then is when I started.
Yeah.
Because I used to be like, oh, this is a perfect example. I'm going to read this. And this is by this woman, Helen Mirren. I don't know who she is, but
she's an actress, a very famous, beautiful older actress.
Well, this is kind of what you're saying.
Okay.
So she says, when you're 16, you think 28 is old.
Yeah.
And then you get to 28 and it's fabulous. You think then, what about 42? And you're like, ugh. And then 42 is great. As you reach each age, you gain the understanding you need to deal with it and enjoy it.
I love that.
But it's so true. So it's kind of like your question, like what age? Because when I was in my 40s, like, okay, 45, you're like, or let's just say you're in your 30s and you're like, oh my gosh, 40 is going to be older, old. And then you get in your 40s and you're like, oh, well, we still have good 5 years left. And you're just like, you just put all this stupid stuff in your head. And then you're 50 and you're like, well, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
But then you start seeing your body changing.
Yes.
And you're like, wow, well, I'm getting older.
Yes.
And I assume that, 60s will be interesting also,
Yeah.
And, but I really want to embrace it. I really, truly want to love getting older. I really want to. It's work for me because I'm not as easy about getting older as you are. But I would never want to be an older woman that wants to look like she's this young. It's not. Like, I'm not going to be that who's trying to dress like she's 30, who's trying to act like she's 30.
Yeah.
I just want to be beautiful whatever age I'm at.
I
right?
love that. Yes. And I think that's one of the takeaways from today is if I were watching and you said that, I would say to myself, okay, that's my goal.
Yeah.
To be beautiful at whatever age I'm at. And that means doing what I can do to be more beautiful. I mean, in my own eyes, not in the world's eyes, in my
in your
eyes.
own eyes.
It means like changing things up if that's what it takes.
Yeah.
It means changing the way I dress if dressing a particular way makes me more beautiful. Feel more beautiful. Like one of the things, I love to dress up every day of my life.
She does, people. She's not going somewhere and she'll come. I go, where are you going? She's like, nowhere. If I could be in workout clothes every day, I would. And I would. And I am most of the time.
Yeah.
She's dressed to the Niles. Is it the Niles?
No, it's the nines.
Nines. Dressed to the Niles.
The Nile is a river in Egypt.
Well, you knew what I meant. You're dressed like you're going to go to the Niles. Anyway, this is what we do. This is what we do. I mess up the words and she.
But you know what? We've come a long way because in the very beginning, I would go, that's not a word.
Oh, she was annoying.
Then I learned she'll figure out it's not a word.
Yeah.
And then she'll ask me. Yeah.
Oh, that's not the right word, is it?
No.
But I can laugh at it. We laugh at it.
I love it though.
I love laughing at myself.
I feel like it should go in the nanny lexicon. The Nile is actually 9.
You're dressed to the 9. You're always dressed to the 9.
I'm going to start saying.
Maybe to the 10.
Dressed to the Nile is
there you
even
go.
better.
That's better.
It's like Cleopatra.
Yeah.
Something like that. So, so back to that. So I think that that's one of the ways that I'm like, okay,
Yeah, you do.
I am 54. I'm going to wear something sort of like eccentric today. And then what's anyone going to say? I always tell my nephews, if you think I'm crazy at this
54?
age, I'm 55.
Yeah, just correcting you.
I wasn't trying to perpetrate on anybody, just so you know. I forgot that I celebrated a birthday recently.
Oh my God, I'm the worst.
Oh,
I know.
you are the worst. Okay, so let me
good.
see. I have some questions here written for you.
Go ahead.
Let's see. Is there anything about your body, your mind, or even your relationships that you actually prefer now versus when you were younger?
Ooh.
That you prefer now?
Okay, my body, my mind.
Even your relationships. you know, as at the age that you are?
Well, you know, definitely wouldn't be my body. I mean, my body was better, of course, when I was in my 30s, my 40s. My mind, I would say, is better, and my relationships are better because of life experiences that I've had. My relationships are so much better. They're much deeper.
Yeah.
They're more meaningful.
Right.
It's a totally different, you know, stage in my life when it comes to aging.
Why
like
are
that.
they more meaningful? Like what makes them better?
Because I realized really what's important.
What's important?
Yeah, you know what's important is you know, friendship and spending time with people you love and adore, and you know, I mean, when you're young, you want to go out, you want to party, you know, you want to go have fun. It's not, I mean, not that I don't want to have fun, but it's a different kind of fun.
Yeah,
it's actually better. It's actually more intentional of what I'm doing, who I'm with.
Yes,
with my time.
Yes,
because as you get older, you start thinking life is, you know, life is going by.
Right.
You want to do the things that make you happy and be around people that make you happy.
Yes.
And I think that's for me and my relationship are better because of experience.
I love that.
You know, I mean,
yeah.
I feel like even like my relationship with my husband is way better than it was in the beginning.
Yeah.
I always thought I had a great relationship, but you really realize that as you get older,
right.
you know, that's how I feel.
I love that. I love that.
Can I read you something funny that you're going to get appalled by, though?
No, I don't.
Yes,
I don't
I'm reading it anyway, people.
Why'd you even ask?
Because it's very important.
Okay.
Okay. I have to do this.
Does it have to do with sex?
No, but listen, it's at age. It's about aging. It's good.
Okay.
I promise.
Go ahead
It's not
and read it.
nasty.
Okay, read it.
It ain't nasty. Okay. Listen, because it cracked me up. Cracked the shit out. I was like laughing so hard. So it says older women may have sex less often than when they were younger, but apparently they make it count. In a study of women, and this is WebMD, by the way, everybody, just letting it all out there.
I'm really proud of you for giving an attribution for the first time.
In a study of women 40 and over, researchers found that sexual satisfaction improved with age. Okay, women over 80 were more likely than those between 55 and 79 to say they were satisfied during sex. I don't want to have sex when I'm 80. Do you?
I asked if this was about sex. You said no. And it was 100%.
80 years old. 80. So women over 80 were more likely than those between 55 and 79 to say they were satisfied during sex. 80.
I can't believe you brought that up.
Well, because it's an important thing about aging also. Just saying, people. Ladies.
We were talking about something so substantive and meaningful.
No, but I don't know if I want to have sex when I'm in my 80s.
We're not talking about sex anymore. It's not happening. Sorry. I'm checking out. I'll get up and go and I'll take my dog with me.
Stop it. All right, people, we're going to stop talking about it.
Yeah, I was talking about like...
But that's not bad. That's just saying. It's just talking about sexuality as you age.
I said, is this about sex? And you said no.
I said yes. Let's replay it.
We'll replay the video.
But that's good knowledge.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so basically when I asked the question, is there anything that you liked better? You said
get back on
sex.
track. Go.
I mean, I will tell you what I actually feel like the older I get, the more I know myself.
Yeah.
And one of the things, I'm really glad that we brought this up because we're actually coming into the last, section of this podcast, is that I feel like the thing that I have worked on the most is my personal growth. And I was talking about it with my therapist, Nancy. Today we were talking about it and she said...
I have a session today too. It's so funny. Okay.
Oh yeah, we usually do on the same day. So she said, being mentally prosperous and balanced is not considered enough in today's world.
Okay.
Mentally prosperous. That means not wealth-wise, but like having a richness of emotion, having a richness of intellectual capacity, like, filling yourself with knowledge and with wisdom. That's not considered half as important as amassing monetary wealth. And she said in our society today, it's not. And one of the things that we talked about was that the older I get, the more I know I want to remain a person who is growth minded. So I want to be thinking differently. I want to be more accurate. I want to be wiser. I want to have more considered and wise responses to people. Like that's how I want to continue as I age. I think that wisdom, those layers of day after day after day after day, that can help you become a wiser person and someone who brings more value to other relationships around you, that you can give good advice, or that you can be a part of a solution for somebody, or that you can be a safe place for someone to come and share something with because they know that you're wise and capable of receiving it. For me, I'm the best I've ever been, and I hope in 10 years that my best is even better than it is right now. That's my goal with aging, is to be wiser, to be closer to the Lord.
Yeah.
The closer I get to Him in terms of like my final day on earth, the closer I get, the more joyful it is to consider an eternity with my Savior. You know, like I'm so grateful for more years to get to know Him. But I was saying to somebody the other day, and it wasn't even about aging, but I said, the farther, it was to someone who we ran into at a restaurant that we were out at the other night. And I hadn't seen this guy in forever. And I said, you know, the farther I go in my journey with God, the clearer His faithfulness is in my rear view mirror. It's like the more He was there. Oh, look at what God was doing.
Yeah.
The farther I get from those moments of difficulty, the more faithful I see that God was. And that's the greatest value to aging for me.
Well, yeah. So interesting. I mean, like we see, which, you know, I love the Lord. And of course, you know, I feel the same way. But it's interesting how, you know, it plays like for both of us.
Exactly.
You know? But I think you have a lot of people who do come to you for a lot of wisdom.
Well,
You know, you do. I mean, you have somebody you're going to be mentoring later today.
Yeah,
so,
that's
you know,
true.
people don't come to me for mentoring.
that's because you're too busy. Like they know how busy you are. I'm not busy. I'm not busy.
That's not true. But I have a question for you about aging, though, because why do you think that it's different for men and women, like the difference between men and women aging? Why do you think it's less? Because I feel like men take the aging process differently than women. What do you think it is
so
about
interesting.
that?
I actually thought about that when I was putting these questions together. I think that society values different things in each gender. So I think with men, it's valuing productivity monetarily.
Yeah.
With women, it's valuing beauty. And I think that age, like, you know, I was looking at my skin the other day and I'm like, gosh, I finally get what people are talking about with collagen. You know, like there really is such a thing. Like as when you're younger, you're like, what collagen? What do you mean? When you get older, you're like, oh my gosh, I have less.
Oh yeah, right.
But I don't know a single man. I mean,
know.
not one who's like, I have less collagen. That's because I think that societal expectation is different for each gender. And I think that that's okay. Like men and women are different.
Right.
You know, I can tell you that I've cared more, like, you know, with all, you know, the men that I've dated in my lifetime, I cared more about my beauty than they did about their handsomeness.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, because
and the ones who did, I was like vain and
I don't want
shallow.
anybody who wants to be prettier than me.
Exactly. I once went out with a guy years and years ago who smelled better and was wearing more jewelry than me. And I was like, what is this?
Yeah.
I feel less girl-like around this guy.
You couldn't even date a guy if you didn't like the way he was holding his fork, let alone...
It's not about aging. Let's stick to the topic.
Oh my gosh.
So I do think that that's why. I mean, what do you think?
Well, I just think, you know, it's just, and this is a totally different topic, but we won't really get into it. But I think about, like, because you hear more about men going through midlife crisis. And usually when they go through midlife crisis, they want a younger woman. That's a whole different
Well,
podcast.
I mean,
But you know what I'm saying? Like maybe their age, they find it harder to, not all men, not, you know, but I'm just saying when you hear about it and then they end up with a younger woman,
yeah.
I think sometimes, you know, that definitely takes a toll on
Yeah. Yeah. I think so.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
when a woman, you've been married to somebody for so many years and they leave you for somebody younger,
I can't even
you know,
imagine.
then that really is like a,
It must be so hard. It must be so painful.
But that's definitely another podcast. But I think they go through aging differently. You know,
I think so. And I think you're right. I think you're right about that crisis that they come to. It's also men don't express themselves. They don't talk about their feelings. They're not outletting the way they're feeling.
That's so true. My husband tells me all the time, he goes, guys don't talk about this stuff. Because I'll ask him questions. He's like, we don't talk about that. I'm like, aren't you going to tell him, oh, it's nice to see you too today or whatever? And he's like, why? I just give him a, you know.
They don't even say happy birthday to each other.
It's like, it's so like, it's hilarious. And
It
it's
is
just
funny.
different the way they communicate. You're right.
It is. And I think that when you don't express yourself, you're bottling a lot up, regardless of whether you're a man or a woman.
Right.
And that stuff has to come out somewhere.
Agreed.
And I think that happens. And sometimes it comes out at the wrong time with the wrong person. So, yeah, I think that there are some differences there. Okay. We're winding up. And I want to ask you if you could sit with your younger self, with Nan at 20, what would you say to her about embracing aging? What would you say to her?
Jeez, what would I say to myself? I don't know. I would probably tell her it's okay.
Yeah.
You know, it's okay to age.
Yeah.
Don't be so hard on yourself about it. Embrace it.
Yeah.
It's, you know, every age has beauty,
Yes.
you know.
Love it.
And about aging, that's what I would say. Just try not to be hard on yourself.
Yeah.
And don't compare yourself to anybody.
Yeah,
you know?
that's it.
And beauty is within also. I mean, I know it's, people say that, but it's not cliche. It's the truth, you know. But that's probably what I would say about beauty.
That's really good. So good. So I was listening to a podcast today on my way home and from working out, interestingly. And a woman named Maureen Callahan was on the Megyn Kelly show. And they're like really good friends and they're very funny together. An interesting, very interesting woman. She said, so I want to attribute this to her, but she doesn't know who said it.
Okay.
But she said this. She said, as you get older, you start to look on the outside what's happening on the inside. So it kind of struck me and I thought about that. I hit pause and I was like, it's true. It's so interesting. The more joyful you are, the more peaceful you are, the more beautiful you become.
Yeah.
And for me, that's what I would tell my 20-year-old self, which is, you know, like develop and foster the goodness inside of you, because that's like the real key to beauty in your later years.
You're right, though. You ever see a beautiful person or even a man, a handsome man or a beautiful woman?
Yes.
And then you're like, oh.
And they're a horrible person.
Like, that beauty becomes so ugly.
Oh my God. So true.
You know?
So true. And then take that and then twist it that the older you get, the more you can see who you are, the more you look like on the outside, what you feel like on the inside. Right. So, yeah,
Be like,
I
look
love
at that miserable crabby lady over there.
Or look at that joyful, beautiful older woman.
Saying.
I know.
Either or. It's like, you know, I want to be that joyful, beautiful woman inside and out.
You are.
You don't know what I'm going to be like in 20 years.
I don't.
You have no idea.
But I could say that you are now. Sheesh. Well, I think we're getting to the end of the conversation. Before we wrap it up, is there any like final note that you want to cover that we didn't cover or that you put in your notes that you thought was important? I have something.
Okay, perfect. You go.
So when I was talking with my amazing therapist today, I said, you know, what do you think about aging? She goes, oh, that's easy. Aging is all about control. And people think they can control their aging.
There you go. That's my problem.
You can't control your aging.
I want to control everything. It's a part of it. Jeez, you just nipped it in the bud for me.
So that's what we both think is like kind of like a final note on aging
But
is you
that's
can't
good,
control
though.
it.
I mean,
I know.
that it's true. You
I know.
can't control it, but it's something that we still try to control.
I know.
I just have a control problem.
It's inevitable.
I know, it
You
is.
don't have a control problem. You're working on it on a daily basis. It would be a problem if you
Yeah.
didn't know.
Right.
That's when
That is
it's a
true.
problem.
And it's not like I want to control people. I'm just talking about in general, like
You
situations.
want to control, yeah.
Situations.
Situations, dysfunction in other people,
Yeah, yeah.
the weather. You didn't like the weather
I
today.
didn't.
Yeah, you would have put it in a different order.
I'd been in my
'Cause I
pajamas.
love-
I would be in my pajamas watching a movie.
I love the rain. It's like my favorite.
Yeah, that's good though, Pri. That's
yeah.
good.
Yeah, and it's funny. I think I told you that my mom died at 56.
Yeah.
Her father died at 56.
Really?
My father's father, my grandfather, paternal, died at 56.
Jeez, Pri. Well,
Yes.
you'll get there. You'll be fine.
I'm
like, wait a
almost
minute.
there. Goodbye, everybody.
No.
If something happens now.
But I realized that they all died so young.
They died very young. And so
Wow.
they didn't know what it was like to age, really. None of them did. My dad died at 73.
Yeah.
So he still wasn't old,
No.
you know? So I'll tell you, when you said aging is a privilege, I feel that keenly. Like just to tie it all the way back to the
Right.
beginning, I feel like every day I'm on this earth is a privilege and I want to use that day well.
Yeah.
And I love that you say it a lot. You
What?
say it all the time. You say aging is a privilege. You
Yeah.
say that too. It's kind of stuck with you. So I think that's affected me and made me a better human being for hearing it because it is a privilege and it's actually biologically in my family.
Yeah.
It's a privilege to continue
Yeah.
to age. And so not to waste a single day and to work at becoming the best you that you can be. That's a way to contend with aging,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. And like I said before, everybody has their own way of
Yeah.
aging gracefully,
Yeah.
whatever that may be.
Right.
It's all just what works for you.
Yes. So anything else before we wrap it up?
I think that was good. I think that's perfect.
Yeah, that was a really good note. That was the one thing we didn't talk about when I was going through my notes, and that was kind of the most impactful thing for me. And
Yeah.
you know, as we've been prepping for this podcast. So, with that said, do you want to remind everybody what we
Yes.
always say at the end of every podcast?
Remember to take things lightly while living life deeply.
Yeah, and living life deeply even when we're aging.
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
exactly.
we thank you all for joining us today. Oh, guess what?
What?
We are now on iHeartRadio.
Really?
Yeah, you can find our podcast on iHeartRadio,
Awesome.
Spotify, Apple Podcasts. You can find us on YouTube, and our handle on YouTube, our page on YouTube is the Gratitude and Attitude Podcast, and our website is gratitudeandattitude.life. And we really hope that you'll like us, follow us, do all that stuff, because we want to know that we're making at least a little bit of a difference, and that you would be able to use the hard-fought lessons that we've gotten, and that they would be for your good. And that's what we truly desire.
Yeah.
And we love you. We thank you for watching
Yeah,
us.
thank you so much.
Yeah,
See
we
you next
appreciate you.
time.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.